Russia is the biggest country on the planet. Our forests cover an area of 8.5 million square meters. Our fields extend for 114 million hectares. Our maritime boundaries are almost as long as the equator. Our roads are 35 times the equator's length. Factories, plants, mines, science centers. There are hundreds of thousands of businesses operating in our country now, with 200 new ones starting each month. Russia is a great nation. Russian industry is a brand with a long history, a strong reputation, and exciting prospects. Starting with the first textile manufacturers in Demidov, the Urals, Russian industry has been growing steadily. We build unique ships, modern tractors and combines. We discover new markets. We are expanding production. We have a lot to be proud of. We could talk for hours, but we won't take much of your time, just 250 seconds. Our country is rich in mineral resources. We have the largest potash reserves in the world. The production of mineral fertilizers is one of the most significant Russian exports. Uralkali is a large company engaged in potash production and processing. The company supplies up to 12 billion tons to customers each year. The major part of that amount is exported, providing a fifth of the global market demand. It is interesting to note that it's mostly Russian machinery that is used in Uralkali's mines. Russian combines and self-propelled rail cars turn out to be better than their foreign counterparts. Russia's fields account for almost a tenth of the world's tillable lands. The country still has a high potential for the development of the agricultural machinery market. Rostylmash is the largest Russian supplier of tractors and combines, and as the owner of the versatile brand, it proudly holds a Guinness record for one of its products. The country's almost 1.5 million kilometers of roads require extra reliability from our cars. Kamaz is one of the largest plants in Europe and has long been known as the maker of trucks capable of traveling up to 15 times the distance around the Earth without needing major repairs. The trucks from Nabережный Челны are 13-time winners of the famous Dakar Rally. Russia is a maritime power. Most of our maritime boundaries lie in harsh climes, and the country strongly holds the first place in ice technology. Our plants were the first to start making unique military vessels out of composite materials. The 266ME Project Minesweeper is the largest non-metal ship in the world. As part of a government program to support shipbuilding, work is being done in the industry to increase productivity. A prime example of that work is the Pella shipyard, building 16 ships a year. Aircraft industry development represents a strategically important spending item of the Russian budget. The success of any investment in a high-tech industry is based on research and development funding. According to an approved government program, it is planned to significantly increase research and development spending in the aircraft industry during the next 15 years. In 2025, more than $420 million will be allocated for these purposes from the budget. There are at least 14,000 businesses engaged in textile, leather, clothing, and footwear production in Russia. In 2012, their share of the domestic market was less than 15%. However, it is expected to increase up to 50% by 2020. The sales volume of Russian leather producers is growing by $70 million annually. The Ruska Kozha Ryazan tannery alone supplies more than 8 million square meters a year. most of which is exported. The Russian pharmaceutical industry, New Russian Pharma, is Russia's most dynamic industrial sector, steadily moving towards a leading position in the economy. Russian pharmaceutical production almost doubled over the last 6 years. There are currently over 400 pharmaceutical companies operating in the country. With government support, modern biotechnology research centres have been established, pilot production facilities have been set up, and GMP compliance has been adopted since 2014. The share of Russian-made products in the list of vitally necessary and essential drugs is 67%. It will grow to 90% by 2018. Even today, Russian companies supply pharmaceutical products and medical devices to more than 100 countries around the world. It is planned to increase medical exports 8 times by 2020. The Ministry of Industry and Trade of Russia is a reliable and efficient partner for domestic and international businesses.